It was announced by American Idol that Carrie Underwood will be returning to the show as a judge for season 24. This news came after months of speculation. However, the announcement also provoked a surprise rebellion from viewers, despite the fact that a lot of followers were thrilled about it. An update regarding the death of an American Idol cast member, the news that a crew member from American Idol and her husband had been slain in their house was reported by us in the month of July. Throughout a significant number of seasons, Robin Kay served as a music supervisor for the reality show. After conducting a welfare check in July, her body was discovered deceased. It was also discovered that her husband, Thomas DeLuca, had passed away. The couple was reportedly shot, according to the news reports that were available at the time. Recent findings have confirmed the cause of death, and additional information regarding the final moments of their lives has been reported. As reported by People magazine, the couple had just returned home from the grocery shop when they were confronted by a thief who then proceeded to ransack their residence. 2 bullets were fired at the couple's head. The alleged offender made use of a firearm that belonged to the woman and her husband. A few days after the murders, Raymond Budarian, who was 22 years old, was taken into custody. As a result of his attorney's assertion that the suspect was suicidal, the suspect was unable to respond during a recent court hearing and was subsequently referred for a mental health evaluation. Until the evaluation is complete, the case will remain on hold. Revealing the judges for season 24, those in charge of producing American Idol were aware that they needed to find a significant replacement for Katy Perry. Jon Bon Jovi was one of the many names that were mentioned during the conversation. On the other hand, the network ultimately decided to go with a person who has a lengthy relationship with the show. Season 4 was won by Carrie Underwood, who had also served as a mentor on previous seasons of the show. In the 23rd season of the competition, she joined Luke Bryan and Lionel Richie on the panel of judges. For several months, there have been rumors circulating regarding whether or not she will come back. At long last, ABC acknowledged that all 3 judges would be returning for the upcoming season 24. It has not yet been determined whether Ryan Seacrest will return to his role as host. The reaction that was unexpected to Carrie Underwood's return to American Idol was greeted with joy by a large number of the show's viewers. However, there are other people who do not believe that she is capable of doing so. No one is capable of being as severe as Simon Cowell was for a number of years. Carrie Underwood is a judge, but there are some fans who believe that she might be too sweet at times. According to the words of one of her admirers, it seemed as though she was hesitant to offer criticism, and when she did, it was stilted, and she did not apply it to everyone, including people whom she obviously liked. A number of other fans concurred with this sentiment and had a startling response to the news. "I'll be skipping the entire season. An excessive amount of sucking up in religion. Carrie conveys to me a sense of fake nice sentiments. Although I was quite enthusiastic, I definitely felt disappointed. However, she is not entertaining as a judge, despite the fact that she is a vocalist, second only to Kelly. From the very first season of American Idol, I have been a devoted viewer of the show. The only season that I did not watch all the way through to the end was this one. I don't believe that Carrie would have been a good fit for it. I do not like her in the role of a judge. I don't care. I have the impression that she was only there to collect a paycheck and that she did not want to be there most of the time." When Jamal Roberts was announced as the winner of season 23, Carrie Underwood appeared to be upset, according to the allegations. Are you of the opinion that Carrie Underwood exhibits favoritism? When Carrie Underwood first stepped onto the American Idol stage in 2005, few could have predicted the superstar trajectory she would follow. From her Oklahoma roots to global stardom, she became a symbol of the show's ability to transform ordinary lives into extraordinary careers. Nearly 2 decades later, her return to the Idol stage was supposed to be a triumphant reunion. a nostalgic reminder of the magic that once united fans in their living rooms every week. Instead, it sparked one of the most shocking fan rebellions the show has seen in years. The big announcement. Producers hyped Carrie's return for weeks. Trailers ran across primetime television, billboards went up in Nashville and Los Angeles, and Idol's official Instagram posted teaser clips of her rehearsing with fog machines and booming lights. "She's back where it all began," the tagline read, followed by clips of her 2005 audition. Fans expected a night filled with country anthems, powerhouse vocals, and maybe even an announcement of new music. But when the lights went down and Carrie appeared, fans noticed something different. This wasn't the Carrie they remembered. The performance that sparked debate. Carrie's return performance was meant to blend her Idol roots with her current artistic identity. Dressed in a futuristic silver outfit, complete with metallic boots and robotic dancers, she opened with a remixed version of her classic hit Before He Cheats. Instead of fiddles and guitars, heavy electronic beats and synthesizers filled the air. Fireworks and strobe lights flooded the stage, transforming the moment into more of a Las Vegas spectacle than the heartfelt Idol performance fans expected. Social media erupted instantly. "What is happening? This doesn't even sound like Carrie," one fan tweeted, racking up thousands of likes. Another wrote, "We wanted Carrie Underwood, not some EDM version of her." Some even accused the producers of trying to ruin the essence of the show by chasing modern trends instead of celebrating the authentic Idol legacy. Fans rebel in real time. As the performance unfolded, live audience members began holding up homemade signs, something rarely seen at Idol tapings anymore. One read, "Others booed softly during transitions," an audible shock to judges and producers who weren't prepared for a negative live reaction. Online, hashtags like #NotMyCarrie and Bring Back the Real Idol began trending within minutes. TikTok clips of fans' confused reactions spread faster than Carrie's high notes, with users stitching the performance alongside throwback clips of her barefoot, small-town Idol finale in 2005. What was meant to be a night of nostalgia suddenly turned into a rebellion. Carrie's response. Backstage, Carrie reportedly seemed stunned but composed. According to crew members who spoke off the record, she had been enthusiastic about experimenting with new styles, believing Idol was the perfect stage to take risks. After the performance, she addressed the audience directly, saying, "Idol gave me the courage to chase every version of myself, and tonight is me exploring something new. I hope you'll come along with me." Her words were heartfelt, but they did little to calm the storm brewing online. Idol judges caught in the crossfire. The judges themselves seemed unsure of how to respond. Luke Bryan clapped awkwardly and muttered, "That was different." Katy Perry tried to spin it positively, saying, "Carrie, you're evolving, and Idol is about evolution." Lionel Richie, ever the diplomat, praised her bravery but stopped short of calling the performance a success. The hesitation was clear, and fans picked up on it instantly. Clips of Luke Bryan's raised eyebrows became instant memes. The rebel movement grows. By the next morning, the backlash had grown. Entertainment headlines read, "Carrie Underwood's Idol return sparks fan outrage, and has Idol lost its soul?" Country radio stations began running call-in segments where longtime fans vented their frustrations. One listener said, "I've loved Carrie since day one, but last night I didn't even recognize her." Meanwhile, others defended her, arguing that artists must evolve. "Y'all forget she's not the sing girl from Oklahoma anymore," one fan posted on Instagram. "Let her grow." This divide among the fan base only fueled the rebellion. For the first time in years, Idol fans weren't united in celebration. They were split down the middle. Producers scramble. Behind the scenes, Idol producers scrambled to contain the fallout. Executives debated whether they had pushed Carrie too far towards spectacle instead of substance. Rumors swirled that future guest performers might be asked to tone down experimental acts and stick closer to the show's roots. One insider revealed, Idol has been struggling to stay relevant. We thought bringing Carrie back with a bold new sound would prove we're still current. Clearly, it backfired. Carrie's redemption arc? Despite the initial shock, there may be a silver lining. Fans are talking about Idol again in a way they haven't for years. The controversy reignited debates about authenticity, artistry, and what the show represents. And Carrie herself seems ready to lean into the moment. Days after the performance, she posted a message to fans. Some of you loved it, some of you didn't, and that's okay. Idol was never about playing it safe. It was about chasing dreams and pushing boundaries. I'm still that girl from Chakota, but I'm also a woman who's not afraid to try something new. The post received millions of likes, and even some critics softened, admiring her transparency. The bigger picture. The shocking fan reaction to Carrie Underwood's return isn't just about one performance. It reflects a deeper tension within American Idol itself. The show has always walked a line between honoring tradition and embracing change. Carrie's futuristic performance exposed just how fragile that balance has become. In some ways, the rebellion is proof of Idol's lasting cultural impact. 2 decades later, fans still care enough to voice their anger, stage mini protests, and flood social media with passionate debates. Love it or hate it, Carrie's return reminded everyone why Idol mattered in the first place. Because it gave ordinary people a stage big enough to spark extraordinary emotions. Closing thoughts. Carrie Underwood's return to American Idol was supposed to be a victory lap, a chance to bask in nostalgia and celebrate how far she's come. Instead, it became a moment of rebellion, division, and shock. Fans didn't get the Carrie they expected, and their reaction proved how fiercely protective they remain of the Idol legacy. But in the end, maybe that's the point. True artistry isn't about playing it safe or keeping everyone comfortable. It's about daring to surprise, even if it means sparking a rebellion.